MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Oakland A's. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, you can see by the results we're right back where we started from. When you're tied after 4, Game 5 is always critical. You don't want to get stuck needing to win the final 2 to move on, so the winner of this one is going to get a huge leg up on winning this series.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Catfish Hunter gets the call in Game 5 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the main issues is he wants to limit the amount of walks. Walked 4 in his last start, and that's a little bit too many for a starting pitcher. He's going to need much better control if he expects to pitch better in this one.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Pitch, 7:05.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch. It is taken for strike 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And he fouls this one off. Ready on 1 and 2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Catches the corner, got him looking.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
0-1.
Now the pitch.
One ball.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Max Scherzer has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Standing in, Johnny Damon. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Stepping in now, Ricky Henderson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Scherzer has logged upwards of 2,400 innings of work in his career and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. Behind 0-2 now. Henderson is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
The 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. No one out with a runner at second. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Ready with the 2-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
At the plate now, Jason Giambi as he rips it on the ground to second. Mayhew's got it, and that's the second out.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
Here's the first pitch to him.
with the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
The 1-0. 2-0 now.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Men on third with 2 down. Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Ripped down the line, and they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead, and he'll get in there safely.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
Chris Davis next to bat. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. 1-0. Here it is. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 1 inning in the books here. The A's lead this one 2-0.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. And it's 1-2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled away. Another one sent foul. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
In now, Eddie Matthews. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Fouled off. Gehrig over at second. Matthews at first with no outs. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. First and second here with nobody out. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. And gone up into the second deck. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second home run of the series. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
The catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Get out of here, Jake.
First pitch of the at-bat. Three runs already home here. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at-bat.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So coming to the plate, Don Mattingly. From the stretch.
Count 1-0.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Runner goes for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. But you kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simeon's there, and there's out number 2.
Batting up. The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Now to the plate, Trey Turner. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. Turner, a former member of the Washington Nationals. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Up next for the Yankees.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. He went down looking to open up the ball game. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Runner goes for third. That's a strike. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Three and one, here it is. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Digging in, Mickey Mantle, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
And he Fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
One and two. Here it is.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
A 1-2 pitch. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set with the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 4-2 New York. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
At the plate, Marcus Semien, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-1 pitch. Misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Digging in now, Austin Allen, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, strike 1.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Here's the 0-1, and he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. In the dirt. Throw to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit toward the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. In now, Tony Kemp, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Johnny Damon. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. 1-0 home. Runners are at first and third, one away. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Pops this one up. Matthews in foul ground, and this will land foul. Two and two. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. 3-2 to the A's center fielder.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Cue shot here out towards short. LeMahieu for one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Striding in for Oakland, Ricky Henderson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he misses inside with that one, ball one. Well, that fastball is just sizzling up there, 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Ready with the 2-1. Heading out towards shallow right. And Mantle makes the catch. The inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. At the plate, Lou Gehrig. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Here it comes.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Nope. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
.30 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie Matthews. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He's set and the pitch.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
Here it comes, 1-0. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 1-2. Back up the middle. Simeon's got it to second for one. Back to Giambi, and they get the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0.
No strike.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
And it's fouled away. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And this one misses for ball 4. And the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Settling in now, Gary Sanchez. He drew a walk his first time up. Now a throw over, and the runner back. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. A couple of walks, but no damage. More coming up from Game 5 after this. Stepping in, Jason Giambi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
First baseman, Jason Giambi.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. Here's the pitch. And a good eye there by Giambi. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Popped him up. Sanchez has a play. And that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
One gone for the A's here in the third. And here is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. First pitch on its way. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Jackson, a 27-year-old, has been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see. 2-1.
I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
Hard hit ball to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw is in time to get Reggie, and that's out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
And it's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still trail it here 4-3. All set for the start of the 4th, and up steps Don Mattingly.
Don Mattingly.
The pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. Ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. A ball and a strike. Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. The 2-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Mickey Mantle would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Striding into the box, Mickey Mantle. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Cold strike 0-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 0-2 delivery. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Yanks leave 1, and it remains a 4-3 game. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th, but before we do that, here's Heidi Walkney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Matt Chapman. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Smoke toward 3rd. Oh, what a dive. In time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Digging in, Marcus Semien reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
Now the 1-0. Fouled away. Three runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. A bouncer up the middle. LeMahieu's got it. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Alcs.
Riding in once again, Austin Allen looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Scherzer gets the sign. Here it comes.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
2-0.
Now the 2-0. Popped him up. LeMahieu has got it, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. Score holds at 4-3. So striding in, Mike Trout, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Again, it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worrying about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ballgame. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. And that misses. 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here now the 2-2. They'll stand alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Trout is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Here's the first pitch to him.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
The 1-2. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Jesus Luzardo, a lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here. Into the box, Eddie Matthews. No balls and a strike to count. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at-bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. So stepping in, Tony Kemp, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Second baseman, Tony.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Upstairs.
2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. Last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate, Johnny Damon. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Standing in, Ricky Henderson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
On its way is pitch number 75.
1 ball, 1 strike.
We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Fly ball out toward left center field. Heading after it is Judge. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Jason.
Stepping into the box, Jason Giambi. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jason Giambi. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Reggie Jackson would be next. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1. Still down a run. It's 4-3. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge.
The left fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
First delivery to him on the way. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. And it's fouled away. Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So now to the plate, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Hit high and deep to right center. Right fielder is on the run. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Don Mattingly will bat next
as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field.
Henderson will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
The bat, number 11. Shortstop, Trey Turner.
So digging in now, Trey Turner. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
0-1 the count. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. 2-1 the count to Trey Turner.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
The set and the 2-1. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Here's the payoff pitch, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The second baseman, DJ.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, DJ LeMahieu comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and here is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. First pitch coming, here it is. And he lays off there, 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen, couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Reggie. Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here it comes. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Full count now. Payoff pitch home. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Here's Chris Davis now. just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still trail it here 4-3. Mariano Rivera takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 42, Mariano Rivera.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball. Close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Now the pitch. Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Here it comes, 2-0.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you've got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And it's fouled away. The 3-1 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
It looked like this at-bat had the makings of the leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box, Marcus Semien, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike one. Ready with the 0-1.
I could understand the first pitch being tough on the umpire to debate whether it was a strike or a ball, but no debating that last one. That thing was way off.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. Strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Here comes the first pitch. Austin Allen is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Max Scherzer in line for the victory, barring a late collapse here. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Last strike now for Oakland. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The New York Yankees have taken a 3-2 series lead. Max Scherzer takes home the win. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.